And I want to talk a little bit about, we're running out of the resources we know, and we are leaning into technology that's things that Stella and Michelle are supporting. Stella has set up a fund called the SOS Fund, for anybody who doesn't know. It's worth a $200 million fund to basically fund brands that are looking for Series A and B level investment that are working in this space, right? So things around decarbonization, food and agricultural, sustainable materials. A couple companies that I know you've already invested in and are using are the mushroom leather we've already discussed, and a very cool algae-based yarn, which is biodegradable at a certain point.
Yeah, it's
correct?
amazing.
So stuff like that, I just feel like I'd love to just spend what time we have left on that, and also this idea of biotechnology, so leaning into technology and science.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's allowed. I think it's hard, I think when I started, you go into this world and you're like, I don't want to kill animals, I don't want to kill the planet, I want to put nutrients back in the soil, and then you go and then you learn, it's like, oh, then there's plastics, and there's all the, PVCs, and you're just learning all the time. I mean, we're not scientists, we're like, it's not what we do for our day job, but it feels more and more like I'm getting into that area. And I think for me, the technology is it is the future. It's so much, it uses so much less energy, so much less water, it's so much more refined, it's so much more efficient, and less land mass in every sense. And I think it sort of came to me 10 years ago when some people were trying to grow meat in labs, and I was like, oh my God, that will save the planet, it will stop the mass murder of animals, which I know is an uncomfortable conversation for people, but that will be the conversation that everyone has next. I'm just letting you know. I hope. But the point being is that I was sort of alerted to this technology, and yeah, you mentioned the algae knit, which is this yarn made from algae, which is one of the fastest growing plants that we have. We're using a lot of algae in the skincare. It's an incredible, I mean, literally, it's the most amazing product from nature. But these technologies are just the future. And so for me, I've been working with them for so long. I've been developing them. The mushroom leather took me forever to get to a place where it wasn't like a piece of rock on your foot. And so for me, it's like to be able to use this fund to invest and to rise up and to celebrate these new young companies that will hopefully save us all, and then also use my kind of contacts and my know-how to inject it into industry and take it to my business partners at LVMH and try and make meaningful growth is really exciting.